Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Reclaim Your Life Coaching with Kelly and Amy.
And it is your life.
Yes, and what a life we've had this morning.
Oh, yes. As always, I'm having technical challenges over here with my internet and my computer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's been one of those days already. So
Yes, it has been. So how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Yeah,
Good.
I had a good weekend this weekend. I don't know about you, but I got a lot of stuff done around the farm, and I got mangoes from Pine Island, and I got some sour sop. I don't know if you've ever had sour sop, but it's
I don't
kind
even
of
know
a
what that is.
delicacy for fruit. It doesn't grow very well in our area, so when you find it, it's like you have to buy it. And I won't even say how much I spent for 2 pieces of fruit because it was a lot. In case my husband happens to hear this, he'll be like, "You did what?" But I'll have to let you try some this week because it's like a
Okay.
delicacy. So, um,
Awesome.
yeah. So, I don't know if everyone knows that you're moving.
I'm moving.
So Kelly's had a very busy time. So I'm just really happy she's still able to do this show right now while in the midst of her craziness. So add to the world's chaos, Kelly is moving in the midst of this.
Yes, I am. And I have to go to Tallahassee to help my son move in
Yeah.
the midst of my move. But one day at a time and just keep the peace and keep the calm, and I'm good to go.
Yeah. So we're talking about peace today. So how do we keep
Yes.
peace? How do we find peace when the world's gone crazy? Because I don't know about you guys, if you're watching this, I feel like every morning I just shake my head. I'm like, what? What? What happened? It just seems like it's we're amped up on craziness right now. So we thought it was appropriate to talk about this because
Yes.
when we're working with our clients, we're helping them try to find peace in their world. And then you add this on top of it, and it seems like it's almost too much to handle. It's overwhelming.
It's a lot, and it is overwhelming. And this weekend, our church is still not meeting. We're online, and it was interesting that our pastor's service was about keeping peace through things like this. That our generation is going through this, but it's not the first time the world has had trouble. There's been the Great Depression, there's been wars, there's been the Black Plague, there's been, other illnesses and major catastrophes in our world. And, how we choose to respond to it can make a difference, and it's going to make or break you. So, his whole thing was about, look, okay, we're going through it. It's not going to last forever. There will be an end to it. And, in between where it started and where it ends, we have to find peace in the middle. And, the world's gone crazy with this. And it's,
Oh yeah, and it seems like it's just multiplies every day.
yes, I don't even watch the news anymore, honestly. And maybe that's a bad thing I'm sure some people think that's bad. For me, I just choose not to watch it anymore, and people will tell me what I need to do if something crazy changed.
Well, and I
you
think that's
know,
a good point. We were talking about that earlier. I think that's a good point is it's and again, I'm not talking about fake news or real news. I'm talking about it's becoming very chaotic about what is happening and where the truth is.
right.
And so what are we supposed to believe? Who are we supposed to listen to? And that brings me to the book I was thinking of that was similar to this topic. It's called The Anatomy of Peace. And I'm sorry I don't have it. I can't find. I think I lent it to somebody. I'm gonna have to get another copy because I know I was lending it away all the time, and I was saying you've got to read this. I honestly think it's one of those books that they should require in schools. Everybody should read because it's all about how when we have beliefs, which our beliefs come from our early years, and so let me just read this. Our beliefs create our experience. Think about that. And our experience confirms our beliefs. So when we believe a certain way and we're in our box or we're on our platform and we're saying, I believe this, and I believe this, and you should do this. And then someone over here believes the opposite. And they're saying, I believe, then you should do this. I said, we don't get anywhere because we're both in our little boxes until we can get out of our boxes and have a conversation. And can you show your sign and do these things with each other? Where's your paper? Because
My paper?
this is what
Okay, so
it's going to bring us peace. If we would do this, we would all have more peace. Uh-oh, you froze.
so this morning I do a daily meditation, and oh, did I freeze? I'm still here.
You're
Am I
back.
frozen?
You're back.
Okay. Anyway, in my meditations, there was a lot of like quiet time in my meditation this morning. I listened to one that's I get on email, but just God placed this on my heart when I was having just a moment of silence, and I thought this is perfect to read today, and it's the fruit of the Spirit. And it's Galatians 5:22 and 23, and it says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, people, kindness. Can we just all be kind? Goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
for all of you who don't know what the fruit of the Spirit is, write that down.
Yeah.
And if you live by that, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. You know, this world might not be so crazy right now.
Well, and I believe a lot of people, their intention is to share or educate or create awareness, but the method that they are using, whether it's, you know, out on the streets or social media or in conversations in the store, you know, it's not being done in that way. And
No,
I
it's
think
not.
it's creating more
Anxiety,
stress, because if you
yes,
don't believe the way the other person is that's pointing the finger at you, if it happens to be at you, I don't know. I haven't had too many experiences where it's been directly at me. I'm more hearing other people saying things. I've had some looks from people on certain occasions. And again, whether you're on one side of the masks or the not wearing masks, again, they're two boxes, and they're people that feel very strongly for or against or for that topic, as well as multiple topics that are happening right now in our world.
right.
I think we have to have a conversation in a loving way where you can
In a civil way, yes. And, you know, respect.
disagree and maybe try to understand where that person's coming from and understand why they believe that they do, without saying they're wrong or they're uneducated or they don't care about people. The things that I'm hearing people say, because that's not loving and that's not kind, and it's not solving the problem either.
No, we have to be respectful of everybody else. You know, there are no two people alike. Actually, where was this that over the weekend? Maybe it was in one of my lectures for school on coaching. What was it on? But there was an exercise that they suggest. It was a coaching on love, okay, and relationships, and they used an exercise that you, like if you're coaching a couple, you know, they're having marital problems or whatever, or they would just want to build a stronger relationship. They were talking about communication and how key communication really is. Like that's usually where most people go wrong. People start either, you know, forming their own opinions or, you know, judgment. There's so much judgment in this world. It's unbelievable. There's, you know, just criticizing each other, not listening, not truly listening to the other person. But the exercise was this. So anybody listening or watching this, do this for a minute.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. So think, when I say the word dog, what kind of dog comes to your mind?
Cubby was the first one. My little golden doodle, golden retriever dog.
Okay. And for me, it's beagle. Okay.
Yeah.
So very different.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now if I gave you a piece of paper and I asked you to, actually, you got a piece of paper in front of you?
Yep.
Hang on. I got to grab a pen.
I'm ready. Paper.
And actually, I did this with some kids a long time ago, and I don't know where I got this, but it's the same type exercise. Okay, so I want on that piece of paper, I want you to draw a flower. Okay,
Oh,
just real quickly, draw a flower.
okay.
I need a bigger piece of
I need
paper.
to show you.
Hang on, I'm getting a blank piece of paper. Okay,
Oh,
let
you
me draw
did
my
one.
flower. Okay, now show me your flower, and I'll show you mine. Oh my God, they're almost alike.
That's funny. We did not plan this in advance. Okay, so what's the point with
Oh,
this?
my leaves are different. And I have grass on the bottom. I have a
You
green.
gave the grass and you filled in the center of your flower. I did
I
not.
did.
I was going to
But
put a smiling face there.
if you had 5,000 people in a room and you asked everybody to draw a flower, there is not going to be two that are exactly alike. Because everybody has their own opinion on what a flower is or what their thoughts are of something. So, you know, like wearing a mask in every single place you go in. You know, I mean, they're changing the rules now. You have to wear it in Publix. You have to wear it in Target. You have to wear it in certain other areas. A friend of mine was, I can't remember who was telling me this about a month ago, said that they went into the grocery store with their young daughter, and their daughter was sitting in the cart, and the daughter did not have a mask on, nor did the mother. And an elderly woman walked by them and glared at the little girl so much that it scared her. And she was like, Mommy, why was that lady looking at me like that? She looked so mean. You know, that's not right.
No.
That is not right. And that is not okay.
No.
You know, if they choose not to wear a mask, then they choose not to wear a mask.
Right.
Is there a mask police in the grocery store? No.
Well, not yet there aren't anyway, but again,
and if it happens,
but that's not even the point, really. I think that we're not trying to make of for or against it. Again, that's not the.
No, but respect the fact that each of us make our own choices.
Well,
and we are free to make our
we
choices.
are. When we see someone who's not doing what it is that we believe is the right thing to do, it's how we approach them. It's not being done with love. It's not being done with kindness. You know, I've blocked a lot of people on social media that are just being hateful with their posts. They're not sharing it with kindness. They're sharing to say, see, I told you, see, look at this. And that's just not, I don't want to spend my days in that, because that doesn't bring me, that makes me more anxious. So if you guys are listening and you can relate to that, I guess all we're doing is hoping to encourage people to think about how they're responding to things that are happening, and think about, okay, so is this about me and my beliefs, or is this, how can I respond to this in kindness, or do I need to respond to this? Do I need to even be a part of this conversation when someone's going back and forth and things? Do you need to jump in and share something and say, see, I told you, look at this person? Because is it necessary? Is there a kinder way to do it? You know?
Yes. And I mean, that, what you said right there is a kinder way to do it. And even this lecture I was listening to yesterday on coaching on love and relationships is, you know, if you have differences of opinion on something, which we all have differences of opinion, respect the other person's opinion, and so they know that you hear them and you understand that they have a difference of opinion. Acknowledge that. Like, you know, if you say to me, you know, I think I'm going to stay quarantined for another 90 days. I'm not going out, and I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go out and continue to go out, and, you know, I'll wear my mask when I feel like I need to, but I might not always, you know. Instead of you getting angry with me, you're like, oh, you're crazy. I can't believe you're doing that. You could acknowledge me by saying, so what I understand what you're saying is that you're comfortable going out in public. Sometimes you might wear your mask, sometimes you might not. Is that, am I hearing you correctly? Yes. So I feel like I'm understood, you know, and I could say the same thing to you. So what I hear you saying is that you're going to be more comfortable staying home for 90 days. Is that right? Right? Instead of me saying, oh, she's crazy, she's staying home for 90 days.
Yeah.
You know,
Because then you and I are not going to want to even have conversations if we're
Mm,
always feeling like we can't express how we think or feel about something without the other person responding that way. I find
right.
myself with certain people in my life, I don't even talk about certain things because I know that they're going to respond because in that way. And I'm like, you know what? It's just not worth it. I don't want to have conflict with these people. I love these people. I care about them. But I also want to be able to express my opinion and share how I feel. And if that's
Right.
not going to be respected, then I just won't talk about those things. So, but I don't want
Honestly,
to be that person like you said. I want to be the person on there that says, "Okay, I understand," and
hmm
acknowledge. I don't want to be the person that says, "Well, you should be doing this and you should be doing
right.
that, and why aren't you doing that?" And that's crazy because that's not how I want them to be to me.
I
Um,
mean, if we could respond without judgment,
yeah,
what a different world we would live in,
yeah. Well, I
you
think there's
know?
people out there that want that, and I'm hoping more of those people will become the forefront because we need that. So if you're one of those
hmm
people, start stepping up on because we need you. We need more leaders that are going to be that way on all levels. Even just your community doesn't have to be in the government that are going to step out and be leaders that are going to be sharing the fruit of the spirit and living that way versus
hmm
the other way because it's not getting us anywhere. It's just creating more envy.
No, it's not. It's creating more problems.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
the civil unrest it's
yeah.
bad.
So let's talk about some happiness because that also creates peace. Do we know what today
Yes.
is? What is today? Is there a day?
Yes. Today, there's a multitude of things for the National Day.
National Day? What is it?
It is National Lollipop Day.
Lollipop! Where's my
Have lollipop.
partner? I love lollipops! Yay! National Lollipop
I
Day!
wish I had some lollipops there right now. I got rid of all the sugar in my house.
I don't have any lollipops either. No, I've got a purple hat though. I can put my purple hat in honor
Oh
of
my God.
National
Yes.
Lollipop Day.
I don't see National Hat Day. But you know what else it is?
Telling
I
me I have
had
to
to,
take off my hat. Okay, I'll save it for another day.
um, I love this. It is National Get Out of the Doghouse Day.
How do you get out of the doghouse?
Oh, like, all right, say if it's a married couple and y'all got in an argument over the weekend, or you did you came home late, or you stayed on the golf course too long, whatever the case may be, you better be buying flowers for your wife today. Get out of the doghouse.
I don't want flowers. I want Love Boat ice cream.
Ooh, yeah. There you
Yesterday
go.
was ice cream day, National Ice Cream Day.
It is also National Moon Day. So
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
We're gonna have
Well,
a
go look at
full
the
moon
moon
or what?
today and
Yes.
eat a lollipop while you're looking at the moon.
There you go. And stay out of the doghouse.
And stay out of the doghouse so you don't have to get out of the doghouse. If you don't get in there, you won't have to get out.
Right.
Okay, so well, I didn't give you a really official quote. I will give you an official quote because I like this one.
Yes. Let's get a quote.
This one is actually by Gandhi. I thought that was very appropriate too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he said, once upon a time, a man is a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes.
Mm. Yes. Have you ever watched The Secret?
Yes. Yeah. And I have the book too.
That's
Yeah.
Yes, I have the book. I've watched the movie twice, and I get the daily notifications on my phone.
Yes.
I get a good dose of it every day. But that's all about what you put out there is what you get.
Yes.
So especially in today's world, if you're putting out judgment and you're opinionated and you're, lashing out at people because they don't do what you do in your box, that's no bueno.
No, and
It's going to come right back at you. So
even
you got to
even
put.
the smallest thing too, like we talked about this the other day because Kelly wants a Jeep. You had a Jeep once, didn't you?
I had a Jeep Wrangler, and I also had another car, a Ford Fusion, that I used for business because I was a driving rehab instructor. And then I got into real estate and decided that I should get rid of the Jeep because people aren't going to be able to get in and out of my Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and today in real estate, you really don't take anybody in your car, and I didn't even realize that. So I got rid of my Jeep. I've regretted it every day since. That's been 2 years. I see them everywhere I go. Every corner I turn, there's a Jeep Wrangler.
But that's my point. What she wants is what she thinks about a lot. And so she sees Jeeps everywhere. So you might be able to relate to that. You know, when you're actually thinking about something and it's kind of in your subconscious all the time, you start to see those things everywhere. So when you know that that's how powerful your mind is, you can use it in a really positive way, and bring more of what you want into your life. So if you want to see joy and happiness, you have to be thinking that way, to be thinking in loving, kind ways, and then you're going to see that everywhere. But if you're
I'll have joy and happiness when I see that Jeep sitting in my driveway.
we'll have to take a photo for everybody.
Yes, it's on my vision board.
Yeah, it is on her vision board. Yes. Yeah, but that's one reason why a vision board is so powerful, is because you have it in front of you. Mine's right there, so I can see it, and then I can think about those things more often because I see them more often, and then I'm thinking about ways that I can create that in my life. And
Yes.
that's kind of how we start when we're coaching somebody, is actually starting to think about what is it they really want and how can they
Right.
create that.
What
And
do you want, and what's getting in your way of getting what you
so we can do that every day. And that would be really helpful, I think, in bringing more peace into our life, versus anxiety and stress and worry, is to really think about and think about what you really want to attract.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't make that up either. Someone else said that too. Think
Think
about and
about.
think about what you want to attract.
I like that.
Yeah, I have all kinds of quotes. I don't even know what some of them. Energy flows where attention goes.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna go look at. I'm gonna go. Actually, I had to go get my car serviced today. I think I'm gonna go out on the lot and see if they have any used Jeeps. So you never know.
right? While you're there, instead of getting the oil change, why don't you just trade it in?
I'm a bargain hunter though.
There
And I'm
might be a
dealer.
bargain in your future. What color Jeep do you want, Kelly?
I want a 4-door hardtop with the big wheels Jeep, either white or royal blue or midnight blue or candy apple red.
Oh, okay. I see it. I see a few of those at the car place where you're going today. You're gonna have to look around while you're there.
Around.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for you to get your Jeep.
I can't wait to get my Jeep.
Yes.
I can't wait. You know, if anyone out there's ever owned a Jeep Wrangler before, they have like this. It's like this unspoken society of people. They told me when I bought my Jeep, the first time I bought my Jeep, they said, "Now listen, anybody you pass in a Jeep, you have to wave to them. It's just a given. This is what happens to people that own Jeep Wranglers." And I'll be darned if that wasn't true. I'd pass somebody, they'd be waving, I'd be waving. I'm like, that is so cool. And so when I got rid of my Jeep, I was still waving at people in Jeeps, and they're probably thinking, why is that woman in that white Ford Fusion waving at me?
You're just putting out the love and the kindness. You're just waving.
Yeah.
Hello.
But they have like a road rally type thing up in the mountains in North Carolina. It's off-roading. And I never did it, but once I get my Jeep back, that's my plan, is to go up there in the fall and go do that road rally. Take it off-roading. Yeah. I still got some Lake City in me.
Well, I'm excited.
Anyway.
You can actually find one today now that you just put it out there. So we'll be excited to share next week that Kelly's driving. Because I just think it's going to happen now. And it's not even my car, it's hers, but she spoke it there. So we'll just show the power of what you think about.
The power of positivity. But anyway, you know, if everybody out there, it's just, you know, try to keep the peace in your life. You know, if you really truly don't know how to let go of your anxiety and your worry and your stress, give God a chance.
Yeah.
I truly, every time I pray, every time I read something, I find peace in it, and I know it's a good path to be on. So
yeah. And if you want some additional help, once you've want you to ask God for help. He might send you our way because
Yes.
we're
Go see those life and health coaches over there.
yes, we're looking for 12 people to be part of our pilot
Yes.
program. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I'd like to know more about that. What does that look like? It's going to be the path to finding more peace in your life. And we're going to be coaching you through it. So we're offering it at a big discount, 50% off. And it's a 90-day private coaching experience. And you'll get to work with both Kelly and I. So, or Kelly and me and Kelly.
Kelly and I.
Kelly,
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I say that, I'm like, which way sounds better? Anyway, so yeah, you can direct message us on that. And of course, it's all over our pages. So you can always just click and find a time that works for you. And then we'll have a strategy session and find out if you're a good fit.
Right, right. And individual coaching, you're not going to be in a group. So, we're just looking for 12 people for the pilot program, but
Yes.
everything's held in confidence.
Yep.
And it's life-changing.
Yeah.
It really
Okay,
is.
so let's go out and let's be part of the peace.
Yes.
Let's help create some peace in someone's life today. Because it's your life, it's their life. We all need it. Right?
Yes. Just share some kindness and it'll come back to you. Try it and see. Right?
All right. Okay, so we're going to sign off for now. We'll be doing a live out in our local spotlight on Friday, so you can see where we're at. We've got a special place for you planned again this week.
Yes.
And for now, be peaceful.
It's your life. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.